Alright, so basically what I've done here today is that I have written an interesting program that I surprised myself. So actually what I want to do is I have long been waiting to see whether if I can write a program to allow this robot to move in a straight line. So what we are doing here today is that we are using a motor sensor. So motor sensor basically is this B and C. So what I've done is that I've put them in a loop, and inside the loop there is this B motor rotation, that's B measuring in degrees. Okay, so you might want to reset them so that you don't need to keep coming to the back here and reset them if you want to. So I could jolly well set a motor rotation sensor in front, so I can always reset it at the beginning. And of course after B is reset, of course I will need to reset C as well, the two ports that I'm using. So I'm resetting them. So after I reset them, right, they'll start from this thing should start from 0. So what happened is that I will use this block, which is from the red color mathematical block. They are comparing. Okay, so this is a compare block. I will compare motor sensor B and motor sensor C. Motor sensor B is going into this A block, A wire, and C is going into B. So not to confuse yourself. So that this is a logic wire that comes into this switch, which will compare whether A is greater than B. In this case, is the sensor reading from B greater than C. If B is greater than C, that means if it's true, B is greater than C, it will come here. So I will let C increase by 1 degree. Okay, C increase by 1 degree until it reaches equals to B. Alright, then after that, if B is not greater than C, then it will go lower and you will just increase the value of B by 1 degree, motor B. So surprisingly, let's see how this motor is going, this robot is going to move. Alright, hopefully the tire here will continue on all the way until the end. Let's see whether it is possible. Okay, 1 degree is pretty slow, but let's see whether it is resetting from the beginning. Let's run the show. Alright, you see they start from 0 as I reset the motor rotation sensor. Now it's moving accordingly. It is moving, and both sides are trying to compare so that they will not be too big apart, although it's moving very slow. But you could try and see that actually when one side increase, the other side try to increase to match. Okay, so let's move on to the other side to see whether does it move in a straight line after all. You see that the tire is still on the line because it's moving 1 degree at a time. So if nothing wrong, it should reach the end with 2 tires actually moving in a straight line. I've never written this program before, so it's pretty new to me that I think they are trying to compare each other in the same way. I never actually make it move, but seems to be moving in a straight manner. Rather straight, I suppose. Alright. So you still see that it moved off slightly. Just now it started from the one side, but now it seems to be going off straight line. But never mind, we can test again. Let me turn the robot around. Okay, I've moved the robot around now. So I have tried to put it so that they are as straight as I can, but of course there's always human error. Let's run the program and see what it does from here. Okay, so this wheel starts on the slightly right of this black line. Let's go over to the other side and see whether does it move straight at all. Now maybe I should change the brake to coast and see what happens also. So this robotics keeps testing your idea, testing your program, and I didn't even ask the robot to move until the logic is correct. So you realize that you don't have to always ask the robot to move. So at the end here, we realize it's still pretty close to the line. So we can always keep testing the robot until you think that it is almost right. So this is pretty straight, pretty decent. Okay, so it's coming back now. If I place them properly accordingly, so you realize that it is doing around 800 plus degree now, and it's still matching up accordingly. Alright, so hopefully this gives you an idea how to make the robot move straight. Adios.